Hey, what's up, guys? It's Lewis at That Convention Guy Collectibles, and I'm here to share with you my haul from the Megacon Orlando convention. It was a lot of fun. Of course, it was crowded, as it always is. Saturday was crazy, as it always is. But strangely, I was able to get everything that I needed done on Saturday. I really didn't even need to go on Sunday. So Sunday was just spent walking around and shopping and taking photos and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share with you some of the things that I got. And some of them are from my personal collection, and then some of them are going to be available on the site, thatconventionguycollectibles.com. And before I forget, wear my nice shirt that I got from Fireball Graphics. If you remember back to a previous video, they did my desk mat, and I contacted them about maybe possibly doing some shirts for me because, hey, why not? Who doesn't need more t-shirts, right? So shout out to them as well, fireballgraphics.com. All right, so to the collection. I was able to meet Brienne of Tarth, aka Gwendolyn Christie, from Game of Thrones, and she signed my figure. So that was pretty cool. That will probably be available on the site. And that's purely because I just don't have any more room to put any more figures. So that'll be available, and of course it's JSA certified. So that's one. This one's going to be from my personal collection, and that is signed by Rosario Dawson. It's Ahsoka. There you go. So that one's for me. I'm going to go with my others. Let me start with this one first. So I already had this. This was part of my collection already. Signed by Skeet Ulrich and Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy. But this weekend, I was lucky enough to meet Neve Campbell, and she signed it with, what does that say? Oh, yeah, I don't want to read that on camera, but don't F with the original, Sydney. So now that is complete. This one is from my personal collection. And if you're interested, because you think that's pretty cool, I did get another one signed. And this one, all the signatures are on the inside, which I thought was pretty cool. And Everybody's a Suspect from Jamie Kennedy. We All Go a Little Mad Sometimes from Billy. Live or Alone from Matthew Lillard. And Not in My Movie, Sydney. So that will be available on the site as well. And of course, it is JSA certified. So very cool item. Box is in really good condition. And you could display it like this, open, and that'd be pretty awesome. In fact, I kind of like this one. Maybe I'll sell the other one. I don't know. I don't really have room to display open like this, but that is pretty cool. So maybe. Either way, one of them will be on the website. All right, so let me put this over here. All right, moving on. Got this cute little Funko as part of my VIP package. The Time Machine that glows in the dark. That's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Sneak with Martin Green, a.k.a. Sasha from The Walking Dead. Was able to meet her. I think that's one of the last figures that I needed to get signed from the Walking Dead action figure series. JSA certified, so that's for my personal collection. Sorry. So keep that. Got some comics. This was from just from my VIP package, and then there was this really cool Superman on the back, which I thought was pretty cool. Those will be available on the site because I'm not a huge comic guy, or at least eventually they will be. I did buy a couple of comics from the movie 300. Some of these metal covers, which I just think are pretty awesome. Let me see if I can get a good picture of that. Nope, super reflection. So if you want to see what they look like without the reflection, it's pretty much like that. So yeah, I just love the movie 300, so that's going to go into my collection. All right, moving on to the autographs. This one I thought was pretty awesome. This will be available on the website. The Punisher. This is the disc plate, and signed by John Bernthal, who played the Punisher in the Netflix series. That's also coming back for the new series. And he gave the Punisher, he drew the Punisher logo as well. So that one will be available on the site. One that I am keeping, at least as of now, was this one, the Punisher. And he wrote the quote, "I'm not the one who dies, I'm the one who does the killing." Anyway, so that was that. And then I also got him to sign my Funko Pop. There we go. So two very cool items for the collection. And now I gotta match up these JSA certificates again. Okay, this goes with that. All right. Put that one back in the sleeve. Okay. Miles Morales. I will be putting this one on the site. He was a cool dude. His management was a little but he was pretty cool. So I got this disc plate. And again, disc plate, metal, very nice. And he did do the character as well as a quote. The quote is, "Anyone can wear the mask." Pretty cool piece for any Spider-Man collector. That will be available on the site. And of course, if I can find it, it is JSA certified. So you know it's authentic. I know because I've never got it signed. But you don't have to take my word for it. All right, this one I'm a little torn. I don't know if I'm going to sell this one or I'm going to keep this one. And that is Shazam. Signed in a nice gold marker. Zachary Levi. I'm just a big fan of his as a person, as a human being. I read his book, Radical Love, and it was really inspiring. And so I don't know if I want to sell this. I don't have room for it. And that'd be the only reason I would sell it. But because I'm a fan, I don't know, maybe I'll try to find a spot for it. I'll put it on the ceiling or something. I don't know. So we'll see. And of course, that one is also JSA certified. Put that back in there. I probably should have gotten all these out ahead of time, but I didn't think that through. This next one, this was exhausting. So let me tell you a quick little story on this one. I did all my prep work like I always do, looked at all my different colors, decided on orange. In fact, you can see right there, it's a Neville Longbottom from Harry Potter, and it says orange. And that's to remind me to use the orange marker. And so that Saturday, I got there Friday. So Saturday, I'm going to get an autograph, and I don't have my orange marker. And I'm like, that's weird. I know I wouldn't have left it at home. This is like, it doesn't make any sense. So as I'm going up to his line, I'm like, oh man, I hope he has an orange marker. Of course, he does not. So now I'm like trying to fumble, like, oh no, what color am I going to use? And I decided to go with a blue. Bad thing is, it doesn't pop like I like it. Anyway, I was really frustrated. I showed my daughter that night at the hotel room, and I was already done with all my autographs. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to start packing up all my stuff and getting it ready. And sure enough, I found the orange marker in a bag that I didn't even know why it was in there. So I was so frustrated. And I thought, man, should I go ahead and erase what he's already done and have it done in orange because it'll look amazing? But then I would have had to pay for 2 autographs and then try to sell it because I don't have space for it. And I just thought, like, before you know it, I'm going to have $200 invested and I can only sell it for $100, and I just thought that was stupid. So it is still a pretty cool autograph, but it is not as, it doesn't pop quite like I would have liked it. But you can see one there, and right there he put the quote, "You and whose army?" And then over here he signed it Neville Longbottom with his autograph. So I'll put that up closer. Yeah. So still pretty awesome piece, and looking at it in the camera right now, it does actually look pretty good. Again, I think the orange to match those flames would have been even better. I was going to say awesomer, but it would have been even better. And of course, this one is JSA certified. That will be available on the site, and purely because I just don't have the room for it. So that'll be available. Any Harry Potter fan, he was super nice, of course, like he always is. It's probably the third or fourth time I've met him. So that'll be available. For those Scream fans, I got this completed with the 4 cast members. And the quotes on it say, "Not in my movie, Sydney." Jamie Kennedy just wrote his character named Randy. "Movies don't create psychos. Movies make psychos more creative," from Billy. And "My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me," Matthew Miller. Just a funny quote that I liked from the movie, and I thought that would just be something unique and something different. So 4 signatures, JSA certified, and this will be available on the site. It is pretty awesome. The paint pen red really pops, as you can see. And of course, it screams, so there's got to be some blood red in it, right? So again, this will be available, JSA certified, and you can find that on thatconventionguycollectibles.com. So that was pretty cool. All right, then got a couple of pops here. Was able to meet John Cleese, aka Nearly Headless Nick, and so I got a couple pops. 2 of them are from my collection, and this one will be for sale on the website. He was really nice, classy. So yeah, so that's that. Actually, I'm going to leave these out because I need to put them back in the boxes. All right, for my Walking Dead comic book that I've been getting the cast to sign, I was able to add Sasha. I already have Shane on the other one, so I didn't get him to sign, but I did add Nico Martin Green, aka Sasha. So that was pretty cool. Have to put that back on the wall. Moving on. So, as I said earlier, I met Gwendolyn Christie. She is amazing. She's tall. She's elegant. She's classy. She's sweet. All the above. And so she did this one for me. And honestly, my original purpose or plan was to sell it. But it looks so awesome that I may keep it. I'm not sure. And it says, "I'm no lady, Sir Brienne of Tarth." And that's done in the silver paint pen. And again, I just thought that was awesome. It just looks so awesome. And she really liked that quote. She said it's one of her favorites because it was kind of like her becoming the bad woman that everybody already knew she was, but they were finally accepting it, you know. And of course, it's JSA certified. So I haven't decided what to do with it yet. I may keep it. I don't really have room. Will I find room? Maybe. It came out so good, I don't know if I want to sell it, which is always a hard thing when you're a collector. But it'll probably be on the site, purely because I just don't have the room for it. All right, moving on. I did get, for my collection, Gwendolyn Christie, Sabrina Tarth on a Funko. And one for the website. So that'll be available on the website. And then this is the, not Sir Brienne, but just the Brienne of Tarth. And that's from my collection as well. Although I wonder if I already have one, I'm not sure. And then I got another display. And let me grab all the JSA certificates from those Funko Pops, so you can see that everything is legit. But I also got this display, and this is going to be a cast piece that I started with Brienne, Gwendolyn, and so it is the Iron Throne, and I got her to sign in red, Sir Brienne of Tarth, or Brienne of Tarth. She didn't put the Sir on that one. Oh well. I had like 8 items, so I think at that point she was just ready to move on to the next person. So anyway, that is one of the pieces. Now, this will probably be on the site, but my goal is that nobody buys it so that I can add more signatures over the next few conventions and hopefully add some of the big ones, Kit Harington and Amelia Clark and things like that. So we'll see. So there's that. And That was number 806. Just want to keep the JSA certificates with it, just in case. All right, I did not get my Charlie Cox Daredevil Funko signed, and that was purely because his line was crazy and I hadn't pre-purchased it. And I was like, well, if I have time, I'll get it. If I don't, I don't. And the line for him was just so crazy that I was just like, you know what? I'll see him at another one, not that big video. In fact, I already have one signed, so this one was just going to be for the website. So I decided not to do it. All right. Moving on. This is for all my anime fans out there. 269. Okay. So this will be available on the website. And this is signed the My Hero Academia Funko Pop of Momo Yaoyorozu. And this will be available on the website. Of course, it is JSA certified. I just need to put the Funko Pop together. All right. And then this one will also be available. And to me, she loved this piece. She thought it was so cool. And she actually wanted to get some for herself. And that is this awesome artistic display. And she signed, "We must strive to devote ourselves wholeheartedly." And she added Momo on there. And to me, that just looks fantastic. She's a really nice pink or purple paint pen. I can't remember which one she used, but I think it was purple. Maybe magenta. Who knows? But yeah, just a really cool piece of art. If you're a My Hero fan or you know someone that's a My Hero fan, this is a really beautiful, beautiful piece with a really nice quote. So check that out. Of course, JSA certified. That'll be on the website. And again, I wish I could display them all, but I have like 50 of these different displays, and I just don't have any wall space. I'm thinking ceiling maybe might be my only alternative. This is another one that I'm not 100% sure if I want to sell it, and that's purely because I just love the guy. Giancarlo Esposito on this Moff Gideon display, signed in red. If you remember, I was contemplating where to sign, and I ended up with "Bring Me the Child" and "Long Live the Empire." Cool little story. He signed the "Bring Me the Child," and as he writes "Long Live the Empire," all of a sudden he belts it out to the entire crowd. "Long live the Empire." And everybody started cheering and all that, so that was pretty cool. And then he signed it right here in the middle, which I knew he would, and Moff Gideon. So, again, I don't have the space. I need more walls. I need to buy a bigger house, apparently. Or open up a museum or something. I don't know. But my plan was to put this on the site, but I just love the guy. Every time I meet him, he's super friendly, super nice, and he always does great work, great signatures for the fans. And so now I'm torn. It's like I don't want to sell it, but I probably will. So if you're a Star Wars fan, Mandalorian fan, this will be available on the site. Let's see what else we got. I did get one for my brother. This is his piece, so this is not mine. It will not be available. It's not in my collection. It's Game of Thrones, also signed by Gwendolyn Christie. And on this quote, she wrote, "I, Brienne of Tarth, sentence you." And the rest of that quote is "to death." I don't know why she didn't write it. Maybe she didn't want to. I don't know. But anyway, that's his piece. So he asked me to get it done for him. And the good brother that I am, I did it. All right, moving on. Another My Hero Academia piece. We start with Ochako Funko Pop. "I'll Float You." Release. That's pretty cool. There's their JSA certification. And then another pretty awesome display piece. Look at the art on that. That thing is absolutely amazing. And you can see her signature at the bottom just pops so well. And she wrote, "Giving up isn't an option for me. Lucy Christian Ochako." Again, beautiful piece. Buy these two together, put them side by side. You got an awesome display already. So any of My Hero fans out there, please, please, please check it out. It will be available. I hate to part with it because it is done so awesome. But like I said, I just don't have the space. I have a ton of My Hero stuff that I already have. I just don't have the space for it. Moving on. I got this poster. And this was just something that came with the VIP package. It's not something that I collect. So I'll probably put this on there. I'll look on eBay and see if anybody has one, if they're selling, and then just kind of maybe go a little bit less than the eBay price and put this on there if anybody's interested in it. Or you can reach out to me at lewis@thatconventionguycollectibles.com. I don't know, something like that. I think it's on the site. You can click contact me or whatever. So that will be available as well. All right, this next one I completely bought to sell. Of course, I've changed my mind because I just love the guy. Charlie Hunnam, a.k.a. Jax Teller. And this was one of those pieces that I bought purely to get signed and sell. And then I was like, dude, it's just so cool. Like, so cool. So you can see right there, he wrote Sam Crow for life. And he drew the anarchy symbol. Signed it over here and inscribed Jax Teller. And then if you look on his eye, he added another anarchy symbol. And that blue just pops so nicely. And so I just thought that was awesome. And so I will not be selling this. This will be my personal collection. Now, I don't have any wall space, so I'm going to have to get really creative with this one. But I just think it's so cool. So that one's for me. Don't tell my wife. All right, moving on. The Walking Dead Artist Proof Comic. This one, I was able to add Sasha, Sonequa Martin Green, and I added Shane. However, if you look closely, what did he do? He signed the Punisher symbol. But that is pretty unique. I like unique stuff, so that'll work for me. I like it. So that's obviously for my personal collection. I'm working on having the whole cast slowly. You know, I got Robert Kirkman to sign. And yeah, so I have Jesus, Tara, Princess, Aaron, Shane, Father Gabriel, Maggie, T-Dog, Jerry, King Ezekiel, Sasha, and the Governor have all signed it. So that is for my collection. Now these will be available on the website, and they actually already are. However, I have added 2 more signatures with Sasha and Shane. And you can see Sasha is right there. And then Shane signed down here somewhere. I just can't see backwards. Right there. So again, pretty cool piece. The red just really stands out there. And this one is signed by King Ezekiel, T-Dog, Tara, Father Gabriel, Sasha, Jerry, Aaron, Maggie, Shane, Jesus, Princess, and the Governor. So really nice custom piece. And of course, it is all JSA certified. And I actually have 2 of those. Oh. Sorry guys, the JSA card was interrupting me putting it down there. So let me throw that back in there. So as I said, I do have 2 of those, slightly a little different, but very similar. And this one, Sasha signed right in the middle, and Shane signed in the same spot. All the same number of signatures, same people, just different placements. You know, this one has Ezekiel and Jerry next to each other. It has Aaron and Jesus next to each other. So, but yeah, this one is available on the site as well. Again, JSA certified. So if you're a Walking Dead fan or you know somebody's a Walking Dead fan, that's a pretty big boy piece. If you think about it, they normally charge anywhere from $80 to $100 for signature. So you saw that was like, what, 10 signatures? At minimum, it's already cost me close to $800, plus the display, plus the time, the lines, all that kind of stuff. So it's not a cheap piece, but it is pretty awesome. All right, moving on. You see, I got a ton of stuff. So I finished this My Hero Academia cast piece. Oh, whoa, I got stuff on now. Hold on one second. Oh, no. All right, so this piece I got finished with Momo and Ochako. So now it is fully done. Check that out. That is awesome, if I do say so myself. All right, so that has All Might, Deku, Ochako, Bakugo, Todoroki, Kirishima, Ida, and Momo. All 8, all signed, all JSA certified. Most of them wrote a little thing with it like smash, I am here, I need to be a hero who will protect, I'm Ingenium, release. So they all wrote something pretty awesome, and that is completely done. That is available on the site. Again, if you do the math, $60 to $70 a signature times 8, plus the $10 each for JSA, plus the poster. That's not including the time and lines, the work, all that kind of stuff. So that's available on the website. This is for hardcore collectors, somebody who wants a really awesome piece that doesn't want to spend thousands of dollars on airfare, flights, tickets, and doesn't want to spend 3 days of standing in line to get these. So there you go. Also got for my personal collection some Sasha Funkos. So that's there. Okay, this is that one. Sorry guys, I got stuff falling out of here, so I gotta make sure I don't lose the JSA certificates. Oh, just dropped on the floor. And then this is the other Sasha, which is the zombie version. And that's for the personal collection as well. So there you go. My Hero Academia fans, hit me up. JSA certificate. All right. Almost done. This one, the only one I needed was a Choco. It's another My Hero Academia piece. This one is even better. At least I think so. You tell me. Bam. Look at that. All 12 signatures. This one has Deku, Ochako, Bakugo, All Might, Todoroki, Kirishima, Denki, Froppy, Ida, Aizawa, Toga, and Dabi. So this one has heroes and villains, which I thought was pretty cool. So, and again, they all put a little, 1.3 million volts. They put Ribbit. They put Solid as a rock, Die, Release, Plus Ultra, I am here, Go Beyond, Turbo, Burn this. All these different quotes and lines. And again, all JSA certified, so you don't have to take my word for it, even though I'm the one who stood in line and got all the signatures. It is JSA certified, and so you have a third party, one of the leaders in third party authentication, letting you know that it's legit as well. That is available on the site as well. You can check it out. All right, now we get to some big boy pieces. Now, this was already listed on my site. However, now it is like doubly awesome. And I will show this to you, and I will tell you that every actor who signed it thought this piece was amazing, including Hayden Christensen, aka Darth Vader, aka Anakin Skywalker, whatever you want to call him. But here is my Dueling Lightsabers piece. And at this convention, we added Captain Phasma. We added Darth Vader. We added Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson. We added Emily Swallows, the Armorer. We added Mercedes, aka Sasha Banks, aka Casca. We also added Vivian LeBlair, I believe is her name, also known as Young Leia. All those signatures were added this weekend. And I gotta be honest, that piece is pretty awesome. I've done the villains in the red. There's Moff Gideon, Darth Vader, Captain Phasma, and the heroes in blue. This piece is also signed by Ashley Eckstein, the Ahsoka on the Clone Wars. It's signed by Cara Dune. It's signed by Fennec Shand. It's signed by Beaumont. And it's signed by C-3PO, Charlie Daniels. Look at how amazing that signature is, where it looks like the eyes of C-3PO. Pretty awesome. And of course, Giancarlo Esposito, Moff Gideon, long live the Empire. So I have two of those, guys, two. This one right here, as well as this one right here. Again, same signatures, pretty much the same placements. But again, Hayden Christensen, signed right there, Darth Vader. His line, for anybody who was there, knows that it was hours upon hours upon hours long. So get it here, you don't have to worry about it. It's already done for you. All JSA certified. Same thing with Rosario Dawson. Her line was hours long. All right, moving on. This one is from my personal collection. If you've seen my room tour, it was in the wall in the hallway. And that is my Mandalorian piece. And I added, May the Force be with you here, Ahsoka, Rosario Dawson. I also added the armor, This is the Way, Emily Swallows, and Casca Reeves. So pretty awesome piece. Bo-Katan's already on it. And Fennec Shand. Anyway, this piece goes in my hallway. In fact, I'm not even going to put it back because it's going on the wall. All right. One more. Actually, three more, but I'm only going to show you one more. Last one. Boom! Check that out. From the show Obi-Wan, we have Ewan McGregor, which was already signed and JSA certified. And I added Hayden Christensen, Darth Vader, and it says, "You underestimate the power of the dark side." He wrote all that. And look at that piece. Ooh. I saw that this piece is going to be available at Celebration. I believe that's in Europe, London or something this year. Done with official picks, and they're doing the paper version. This is the metal version. This is awesome. And it's done. Ready to go. JSA certified, so you know it's real. And, I mean, check that out. The blue and the red paint pens, the battle. To me, this piece is awesome. If I had the room for it, I'd keep it because it's that awesome. So there you go. I think I just dropped another JSA. All right. So the last two, I said I wasn't going to show you, but I am going to show you anyway. And that is my Walking Dead poster, which I got Sasha to sign. And that she signed right there in the middle. So that's pretty cool. Gonna put that back up on the wall. And then, this one I don't think I've shown you guys yet because really it's so early in the process that I was waiting. This is a Harry Potter poster, and it is currently signed, or was signed this weekend, by Mr. John Cleese, aka Nearly Headless Nick. And so he signed that right there. It's also signed by Neville Longbottom, who wrote, "Why is it always me?" And then cool signature at the top. Oh, this is the poster. It's the boats from the Sorcerer's Stone. And then at the top, the really cool signature that makes this poster pretty awesome is that one signed by Helena Bonham Carter, aka Bellatrix Lestrange. And so right now it only has 3 signatures, and that's why it's not up on the wall yet. It's not framed or anything like that because I need to add at least all the Weasleys. Hopefully someday somebody will have a Daniel Radcliffe signing that I can send in and get it signed, but probably not. I'll settle with the Weasley twins. I know I've seen Draco at conventions. I've seen Luna Lovegood at conventions. So I'm hoping to see all those people again and get them to sign this new poster. So that is it, my friends. All in all, I think it was something like 60 some odd signatures. Yeah, it was a busy weekend for me. You know, there was a few people that I had 8 at a time. And that's really hard to do when you only have 2 hands and you don't want the paint pens to you know, touch and smear. So it was a lot of stress, a lot of work. I was sweating like crazy. But it was an awesome weekend. My daughter did a lot of cosplay that she loves, and I got a ton of things signed, met some cool people. Of course, met some of my favorite celebrities again. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So amazing haul. And like I said, a lot of this stuff will be available on my site, thatconventionguycollectibles.com. I really started that site for collectors. My thought was, I'm a collector. I like autographs to be done a certain way. I don't like just your generic black Sharpies that aren't in good spots, that kind of stuff. So I wanted to get things that I liked. And I figured while I'm getting something for myself, maybe I'll get two. And then this way I can make one available to a collector that's out there that doesn't attend collections, but is really like, man, I really wish I had a piece like that. Or maybe you know somebody and their birthday's coming up, or a Christmas present, or whatever kind of present, just an I love you present. And so that's why I always try to get 2 or 3 of different items, or I get items specifically for the site, because I know that it's hard to go to conventions. Not everybody can do that. And, you know, I pay several $100s to get VIP tickets so I can get all these autographs quick. Because if you just get a general admission ticket, you are standing in one person's line maybe 2-3 hours, maybe 4. Sometimes they leave and go do photo ops, so you're just sitting in line for 30 minutes, the person's not even there, or they go on a break, or they go to lunch, and all these different things. So you could be in somebody's line for 5 or 6 hours to get one autograph. Then you do the same thing for the next person. By that point, that day's already over. And so, you know, for me, as a collector, when I started getting these autographs the way I wanted them done, I realized that, hey, maybe there's some other collectors out there that aren't able to go to conventions, don't know about the conventions, but would still like a really nice piece for their collection, and that's why I do what I do. This whole YouTube thing and all that was started purely because I wanted to connect with other collectors and show them what I had, and then see other collectors and their collections, and then at the same time, you know, meet some people that might be looking for some pieces, something unique, something awesome, something that just looks like wow, you know. And so that's why I do this. So I appreciate you guys for watching. I know this was a long one, but it was a massive haul. So thank you guys. Thanks for the support. If you haven't already done so, please like this video. It really helps. And subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. You know, let's get this thing out there and connect some collectors to each other, and share till and who knows, maybe you have something unique that you'd like to sell, and hit me up, because I'm always looking for something cool. So till next time, guys, thanks for joining me.